Good morning. The purpose of this video is to get you to be willing and open to losing weight differently this time. And I'm asking you to hear me out on this. It's not too long a video because I know that this will change things for you. So this time you'll not only lose weight, but you'll keep it off permanently. I want to ask you a couple of questions. How many years have you been trying to lose weight for? 5 years, 5 to 10 years, 15 or maybe even 20 or more years? How many years have you been at this for? And how many quick fix or fad diets have you tried? Either super low calorie diets or food combining diets or diets that eliminate a whole major food group or diets where you can only eat fruit, diets where you're not allowed to eat fruit, diets in which you're only allowed to eat at certain times of the day, and so on. And what percentage of those diets were you successful in losing the amount of weight that you wanted to? And what percentage of those times were you able to keep the weight off permanently for? I want you to be really honest with yourself about all the different diets you've tried and the many, many years you've been trying to lose weight. I want you to consider that every time you go on one of these quick fix diets, that you could be further messing up your metabolism and further messing up your thought process about losing weight, and possibly setting yourself up for a lifetime of obsessing about losing weight quickly while never being able to lose it. These diets don't work. They don't. And I know that it can be really hard when you have weight to lose. And I know that when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to come to the terms of doing it in the right way. You just want to get the weight off and you want it off right now. But these quick fix diets don't work. And many times they'll actually end up making you heavier than you were before. You need to be able to achieve your weight loss by not starving your body and by eating very similarly to the way you're going to be eating to maintain your weight loss. You need to be able to achieve your weight loss by eating very similarly to the way you're going to be eating to maintain your weight loss. That's really key right there. So I'm asking you to be open to losing the weight differently this time. And this time when you lose the weight, and you will, not only are you going to feel absolutely fantastic as far as your weight and your health go, but your life is going to look different. And why is your life going to look different? Because this time you're going to give yourself the right amount of time to lose the weight, which is going to make it so much easier and so much more doable for you. And instead of feeling frustrated and lightheaded and moody and hungry like you do when you're on a fad diet and obsessing about eating in some crazy way, you're going to feel really good this time while you're losing weight. And instead of spending every day focused about losing the weight, you're going to instead take that focus and turn it on addressing the areas of your life that are tripping you up in some way. You're going to transfer your previously unhealthy obsession about getting the weight off quickly into a healthy obsession of improving your life and taking action to change it in the areas you've been wanting to. And this time when you reach your goal weight, not only are you going to be thrilled about your weight loss, your thoughts of weight control will have changed from ones of being deprived to ones of being completely free and loving to eat the healthy, beautiful, delicious whole foods that nourish your body and make you feel balanced and stable and energized and happier, and that support you in being able to live this better life that you've created while you're in the process of losing weight. And this time, since you're willing to do it differently, that extra weight that you've been fighting with for years will be gone for good, because instead of further messing up your metabolism, you've fixed your metabolism. And instead of further messing up your mindset about dieting, you lost the weight in a way that was healthy for your mindset. And now you can continue on fairly effortlessly keeping the weight off. And this isn't some lofty idea. It's 100% possible for you. If I can do it after years and years of trying to lose weight and years of my weight going up and down and years of having 3 different sizes of jeans in my closet, then it's completely possible for you too. I'm no better or no different than you. This will work for you too. I hope this sounds pretty enticing to you and like something you're open to. So here it is. This is where you might want to throw eggs at me or something. If you have 10 to 12 pounds to lose, I want you to be willing to take a full year to lose it. If you have 20 to 30 pounds to lose, I want you to be willing to take up to 2 full years to lose it. And yes, I'm serious. I want you to be willing to once and for all lose the weight permanently so that it's no longer this big issue that's looming over you for the rest of your life. And if you're thinking that dedicating a year or 2 to losing the weight is ridiculous because you can lose it much faster, please remember how many years and all the time and effort you've already spent on trying to lose the weight and trying to keep it off. The truth is you haven't been able to. If you had been able to with those quick fix diets or those crazy ways of eating, you would have been able to do it by now. I want you to take a minute right now and think back to a year or 2 ago. Where were you on your weight journey a year or 2 ago? Were you pretty much in the same place you are right now? In a year or 2 from today, do you still want to be struggling with this? Why not instead be willing to stop this diet madness and this time lose the weight in a way that's healthy for you, in a way that's doable for you, and in a way that you're going to have your focus on improving other areas of your life at the same time. And that's going to leave you with a better working metabolism, healthier eating habits, and a life that's focused on more fun and interesting things and constantly being frustrated about not being able to lose weight. When I finally became willing to surrender and lose the weight in the right way, and this followed a time of me being so frustrated and down and feeling so defeated and like I'd never be able to lose the weight. I was so tired of spending what seemed to be like every day of my life thinking about weight loss. No, I don't know, maybe that's what I needed to go through to be willing to once and for all say, I give up. I give up. I'm willing to do it differently this time. And I became willing to finally give myself enough time to lose the weight for good. And I became willing to give myself enough calories so that my body would be fueled properly. So I'd no longer be messing up my metabolism. And all of a sudden, when I surrendered to do this, all of a sudden, I just knew like I knew that everything was going to be different this time. And I felt the heaviest burden had just been lifted off of me. I can still vividly remember how good it felt. And my head just suddenly got so light. I felt this huge sense of relief. And now, years and years later, I've been able to fairly effortlessly stay at a weight I feel fantastic at, all while eating plenty of food every day. I never go hungry, but I also don't deprive myself of anything I really want to eat on occasion. But when I stopped fad dieting and started eating a healthier diet full of plenty of food that I really enjoy eating and that made me feel balanced, I ended up losing my cravings for the really unhealthy foods. And so it's really easy for me to stay on course now. I can definitely indulge occasionally on a piece of cake or any treat and thoroughly enjoy it. But for the majority of the time, any food that makes me feel poorly after I eat it has pretty much lost its appeal to me. And that for me has been a super powerful shift in my thinking. So it's up to you. I'm hoping that you'll give up all the crazy diets and do it in a different way this time. And this isn't a bummer thing to do. This is exciting and life affirming and one of the best things you'll ever do for yourself. So give yourself the proper time to lose the weight and then do these two things. Number one, get really excited about food prepping and creating a meal plan for yourself, full of foods that you really enjoy eating at every meal, made in a way that make your body look and feel great. And number two, be willing to add 10 to 15 minutes of weight-bearing exercises 5 to 6 times a week. Weight-bearing exercises are a game changer for permanent weight loss. So get these two things planned and completely lined up so they effortlessly become part of your day. So they become completely automated for you and become a habit for you so you don't even have to question them. You've got a healthy meal plan you love. You're doing food prep every week. You've got your exercise scheduled. You've got those two things all set up and on track now. And now you can start shifting your mindset and start letting go of constantly thinking about losing weight. You're giving yourself the right amount of time to lose the weight. You're eating in a way that you enjoy, that makes you feel good and easy to stick to, and you're exercising on autopilot. So throw out your scale and just let the weight loss start happening. Your mind is now freed up to start working on better things. And I have one more question for you. What are one or two big things that you could start up a healthy obsession with that would bring more joy to your life? Just maybe something you've wanted to learn, someplace you've wanted to go, some hobby you've wanted to start. Let those one or two things start being what you focus on. So that's it. I'm going to do a couple of follow-up short videos about making a meal plan, or a couple ideas about making a meal plan and the way I exercise that have really changed things up for me, and that hopefully might help you too. So thanks so much for watching the video. Bye-bye.